I'm here with Carolyn Jones with a Full Measure Catering. They are located in Advance. Carolyn, how are you?
I'm good today. Hope you are.
I'm doing good. Well, thank you for joining us. I wanted to give you, just before we sort of start talking about the business specifically, I wanted to give you a chance to kind of introduce yourself to folks who may be listening. Let them know who you are personally.
Well, I'm Carolyn Jones. I have been in food service since 1986. Been at Calvary Baptist Church in Winston-Salem. I was there for 17 years and decided to start my own business and started out in Montville and ended up in Advance.
Okay. Well, what about your family as far as here? Because I know you've got family here in the area.
I do. Jeff Jones, who is the owner of Advance Country Store and is also a sheriff over at Davie High School.
Mm-hmm.
Coach. And my daughter Jennifer, she works for hospice, TELUS, and she is the new face of hospice. You'll see her picture on the billboard as you go out towards 40 West or 40 Business. And I have 8 grandchildren with a combination of the 2 families.
Yeah. Well, you have a extended house full. Well, again, I wanted to thank you for spending a few minutes with us. So I'll go ahead and start with I sent you the questions beforehand, but go ahead and tell us, what is a full measure? I think a lot of folks know you guys for your chicken pies, but you all do a whole lot more than just chicken pies. So so tell us about what is a full measure.
Is manufacturing business. We produce things that you would have for dinner, stuff on breakfast. We also do a variety of gourmet and nutrition programs such as the next 56 days, which is a very good healthy nutrition program that we do here in Davie, as well as for Tysons and surrounding counties.
Okay. And so folks can obviously come in the store and purchase things individually, but then you also provide things to stores who sell those items as well, right?
We do. We have 50-some stores right now that actually carry our product. We range from Boone to Ashboro, Winston, surrounding counties, and so we try to bring our products closer to our customers.
Okay. Yeah. And if anybody has not been in your store, they need to walk in, because there's all kinds of stuff to choose from, especially I think like in an afternoon when you don't have time to cook, but you don't necessarily want to, get something at a fast food restaurant. You can stop by your place and grab a couple of things out of the freezer and pop it in the oven, and you have a good dinner for your family. Okay, tell us, obviously this COVID-19 is affecting businesses greatly. So tell us a little bit about how it is affecting a full measure and how you guys are operating.
We have changed our structure somewhat. We are fortunate that this used to be a convenience store because it's very easy for people to call in what they would like. We have posted our menu on Facebook, and they can also request it into their email address.
Okay.
And they call us with the order. We take in all the information over the phone. We bag it. They have 2 choices. They can call us right before they leave home, or they can come to the front, pull up to the door, blow the horn, we bring it out, put it in their trunk. They never have to get out of their car.
Okay.
So it has it's changed a lot. But we also have people that come into the store, and we allow 1 family at a time to make sure that we're keeping social distancing. And so it has been working well for us.
Okay. So are you all considered right now an essential business? Are y'all part of that?
We are an essential business because we do supply food, and a lot of times when the stores have been short, people can come here, and we normally, because we are making food 6 days a week, we usually have a really good selection on hand.
Okay. Okay, so have you all had to change in terms of the way your staff is operating? Are you all having to work shifts, or are you able to just?
We are actually working. We have one girl right now that's kind of working a second shift for us.
Okay.
Part-time second shift, and then we're inspected by the USDA 5 days a week.
Mm-hmm.
We make meat products 5 days a week for our stores. So we have a lot of people that, our Saturday girls are making our desserts as well as our second shift girl, and then they're also doing a little bit of both throughout the day.
Okay. So, but as far as your products, you all are still, everything that you normally make, you're still trucking right along. Okay.
We are.
Okay. Well, tell us a little bit about, tell us something that a Full Measure provides that people may not realize.
A lot of people are looking for gluten-free items.
Mm-hmm.
And gluten-free items, we have an entire room full of gluten-free items. Everything from family dinners, snacks, desserts. We also have items that they can make gluten-free products with.
Right.
So the next 56 days is a gluten-free, an entire line of gluten-free.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just to their last moment of what am I going to have for supper.
Right.
This is a good place to come.
Right. Yeah. And I wanted to, I obviously have been part of the next 56 days and participated in that program for several years. And I think folks, I know you all make the approved food items there, but it's not just next 56 days. A lot of those foods that you all provide, like you said, they're gluten-free, but some of them are very much keto friendly. They're paleo friendly. So there's a lot of things. And I think especially folks can come into your store, like if they have, out of that selection specifically, like if they have children who have allergy issues, you guys have a lot of things that can fit those needs just because of the way that program is designed. So tell us a few things that you all make as far as the approved foods that are, you know, sort of that gluten-free. What might that look like? What would somebody expect to see when they come in?
We have a lot of people asking for a chicken pie. And
Mm-hmm.
of course, we have one that we actually built our company on, our Moravian chicken pie. But we started doing a gluten-free chicken pie,
Uh-huh.
which has a crust, and it's the type of a biscuit crust. So we do it with and without vegetables.
Okay.
So chicken pot pie with vegetables or without. And that has been really popular, as well as our meatloaf is a real big popular item.
Okay. Another thing that I want to mention, because it's something that I always am grateful to know that you guys have, especially if it's something I can't fix myself, but you all have tons of like sugar-free items, which for folks who are diabetic or dealing with blood sugar issues, and when I say sugar-free, it's not made with aspartame or Splenda. You do not use any of that. You're using the healthy, you know, stevia, those types of things. So tell us, give us a rundown of some of the desserts that are actually good for you.
We have pound cakes.
Mm-hmm. And that's great. That is great.
We have a chocolate no-bake cookie.
Mm-hmm.
We also do a chocolate fudge pie for if you are a chocoholic. That's a good one also. We do our chocolate peanut butter cup, which is like a Reese's cup.
Mm-hmm. I've had that.
And that is a very, very popular item.
Okay.
So we're doing more and more. We just this week created a lemon blueberry cookie, which is really good. And we also have chocolate chips that are sugar-free, and they are made with our erythritol.
Right.
So we've already sold some of the lemon blueberry this morning.
Okay.
So sometimes it just gets you over that little hurdle when you're trying to adjust to less sugar.
Right. Absolutely. And I think, you know, just sometimes you just need that something sweet. And I especially like the fact that, you know, you can come in and you can buy like it individually. You know, you can buy a little individual cookie or cupcake or whatever. And so you can buy a few things to have in your fridge for the week. And sometimes they're big enough that you can do half of it. And so, you know, because again, you're just looking for that something sweet without having to go overboard on sugar. Do you all still make the, and I haven't had one in a long time. They were the carrot cake cookies that had the cream in the middle.
Cream filling. Yes, we do make those.
And that's, to me, that is so hard to believe those things are sugar free. So, because they're great.
Cream filling in them, yeah.
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 Well, for folks who are looking for ways to watch their sugar intake and still need something sweet, you guys are the place for that. So I highly recommend it.
Our girls work really hard, and it's all a learning process. Once you start cooking and you're trying to cut down on your sugar, you just learn so many things that you can do that you regularly did with regular sugar.
Yeah.
So we like to think that you're not just shopping, but that you're having an experience with your meals. You're learning about how to do and how to cook. And girls are very open to asking questions.
Right. Okay. Well, I know we mentioned earlier, and I'm kind of going back to one of the questions. You mentioned that you all supply lots of other not restaurants, but other places. But what if somebody is listening to this and say they own what if they own a store in Winston-Salem and they would like to be able to offer some of these approved products that maybe for folks who are following 56 days or gluten-free or whatever, can they reach out to you and get information on how you guys can provide them with food?
And they can call us here at our store in Advance, and the number is 336-998-334. And what we do from there is we'll send them all of our wholesale company information, and we'll work with them. We'll take some samples out, go out, look at their store, try to help them whichever way we can.
Okay. Yeah, and I think that's such a, I mean, to me, that is just a whole different, I mean, that's a whole new product that you're able to provide in a retail space, especially, and it's something that so many people are looking for nowadays. So
yes, and sometimes people will say, well, I don't have a freezer. We will supply them a small freezer to come in. We will set it up for them so that they will have something that they can have an area where they can designate for that specific product.
Okay. Well, I know that you guys have, you generate a lot of traffic there from folks who come from outside of the county looking for these products. So I think the fact that you guys are willing to partner with other businesses to supply them, it's a great partnership. So, okay, well, I want to move on to one last question, and it's just kind of a just for fun question. You obviously do a lot of cooking for everybody else. So, but what is like when you're cooking for Carolyn, what is one of your favorite things, or maybe if you're not cooking, what is your favorite food?
My favorite food would be shared with my grandchildren, and it's been their favorite since they were 2, and that is the Moravian chicken pie, and it's an all-white meat with gravy.
Okay.
And then Italian night, and our favorite is our spaghetti bake with 4 Italian cheeses. So those are really my 2 favorites.
Okay. Well, that explains why you keep those in the freezer at your store then, since it's your favorite. Okay, well, Carolyn, I appreciate you taking the time to talk with us, and I hope folks have learned something new about A Full Measure, or maybe they didn't know about you, and now they can get in touch with you. So I hope you guys have a good rest of the day, and again, I appreciate you talking to us.
All right, I've enjoyed it. Thanks so much, Wendy.
Okay, see ya. Bye-bye.